So, but speaking of the playoffs, since we on that,
Mm.
we got the playoffs coming up. We got I don't know how many teams have like solidified their spot. I think the
I
last
think
I saw Boston,
Boston, Phoenix, of course,
Memphis.
Memphis, somebody else in the East, Milwaukee.
Probably.
I think Milwaukee did.
Think
Sixers,
Milwaukee.
we're going to the playoffs, but
Yeah.
I don't
It's
think
just
we
depending on
clinch.
where
Yeah, where
you know, y'all
exactly.
spot.
But I think the first couple teams that we name, I think there's a couple teams in the West too. Denver is where numbers. I think they're a 6 seed, or am I putting them too low?
Let me see.
But I can't wait for the playoffs, man. That's when it really go down. I can't wait for the play in. I ain't gonna lie. I remember last year. Was it last year when Ja went at Steph?
Yeah.
That playing game was sick. That was sick. And then it was
Okay.
Lakers and the Warriors too.
Yeah. All right. So this is where we at right now. If the playoffs started today, we got Phoenix at the 1, Memphis
like
at the
15.
2, Golden State at the 3, Dallas at the 4, Utah at 5, Denver at 6, Minnesota's the 7 seed, Clippers are the 8 seed in the West.
Mm.
In the East, we got Miami.
Minnesota's in the playoffs race?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In the East, we got Miami at the 1,
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
Milwaukee at the 2, Boston at 3, Philly at 4, Chicago at 5, Toronto at 6, Cleveland at 7 without LeBron.
them. Young team. Hungry.
Woo.
That's a fun team to watch.
Yeah. And Brooklyn at the 8.
Wait. You said before Cleveland. You said what team
Before
was it?
Cleveland?
Yes.
Toronto at the 6.
How do they always find a way to get things together?
Bro, they always do.
I think
Well,
that
first of all, when you play the Orlando Tragic last night, that's a dub. So that helps.
I don't know. I can't say that about my Sixers. My Sixers always have a hard time with them. I went to the game weeks ago and we went into overtime. Unfortunately, it was a great game.
Man,
Unfortunately,
I will say this. They, depending on who, like, they show up. They be in Orlando. They show up. Like, last night we watched, I was at the game when they played Toronto. And they tried to mount a comeback and lost all momentum after the timeout. Lost all momentum. Because they were down, at one point, they was down by like 20 at one point. Yeah, and I was just sitting there. I just started watching the game, bro. I was just like, well, this is a wash.
yeah.
And then they came back. And I was like, oh, snap. All right, we might have us a game here.
It was far from that after that.
Nope.
Oh man,
They folded after that, man.
the Raptors always seem to surprise me. I think once
Yeah.
Kawhi left, I thought it was over with. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's over with.
But you know who's nice to watch?
Hmm.
Gary Trent Jr.
I like that kid.
Gary Trent Jr., watching him last night, I was like, yo, this man he's
I
a
like him.
sleeper.
I like him.
He's a sleeper.
Give him a couple more years to develop. I think he's been in the league for 3 years.
Yeah, he's
2
been there
years?
for a little bit.
He was with Portland before, right?
Yeah, he's in Portland.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
with Portland. And
got
then he
traded.
got traded to them and started coming into his own. I think they have such a well balanced team. Like it was like the one Atlanta Hawks team back in like 2015 where they all made the All-Star game.
Yeah.
It was like Kyle Korver, Al Horford, Jeff Teague. When they
Yeah.
had like that little squad, it was just all in cahoots. And then next year, I don't know what happened, but I think that Raptors team always just had like a well balanced team and
Yeah.
coaching.
They always find a way.
Yeah,
They
so
always do.
but
So yeah,
favorable matchups out there.
Yeah.
Who you got in the West?
right now, if they start today, we got Phoenix and the Clips, Dallas and Utah, Golden State and Denver, Memphis and Minnesota.
How you feel about the Clippers? Because I think
They gonna clip like they always do, bro. They gonna clip. I think Phoenix coming out there's no debate. I think the Western Conference Finals is Phoenix and Memphis.
have you noticed the shift that is happening though from East to West Coast? You're starting to see the East Coast starting to become like the more power conference. It's always been the West Coast
It's
for
always been the
quite
West
some
Coast.
time. Now I was actually looking back on it yesterday, like seeing like the standings and like the records.
Yeah.
I think like once you start getting to like 7, 8, like in the West, like teams barely positive records. You go to the West, you go to the East, teams looking like dominant.
Everybody in the East.
I think it's all positive within.
Yeah. Everybody in the East is. Let me see. Yeah.
I think it's all positive within the first 8 seeds. I think even 9.
Nah, they all positive.
And it's crazy because like it's never used to be like that. I think like
And then 9. Yeah, right now. eesh, right now, I guess because I think Brooklyn probably got the tie between Atlanta. They got the same record.
Atlanta and Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Oh, that's gonna be
40 and 37.
crazy.
With Charlotte at 40 and 38.
So
The only other teams, Washington is 34 that aren't positive is Washington, New York, which that's sad.
yeah, come on now.
Indiana,
It's the Knicks.
Detroit, and obviously Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando always just seems to get abused.
Always.
They made the playoffs. I think like when in 2018 and they played the Raptors, won one game.
That's it.
I think DJ Augustine hit like a game winner.
Yeah.
And then that was it. After that,
but even before that, like it was Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
And before that was Shaq and Penny.
Mm-hmm. That feels like forever ago. That Dwight series feels it is sad. What happened?
Sad organization.
They had greatness sustained for so much. It's like so long they were.
And they always draft pretty decent talent.
Yeah, just can't develop. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they can develop their talent. I think now you got Cole on the team and they got some pieces that they can work with that they can build around. I think
Suggs.
Yeah, so I like Jalen Suggs. I was watching him when he played against us. Dude he's a strong guard.
Yeah,
like I've seen like him oppose his will on some of like our players
Suggs
out there.
Is good. They got Mo Bamba.
Yeah,
I seen Mo Bamba trying to get in the arena last night.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, not Mo Bamba. Bobo.
Really?
Yeah. I was walking down the street to the arena, and I look. He's just standing out there, like outside the garage. I guess the players go through.
Yeah.
He just standing there, trying to get in, and I was like,
"This is crazy."
I was like, "Yo, what up, Bobo?" He just kind of looked at me like, "Hey," but he just looked. I'm like, "Bro, you trying to get in, huh? You're late.
You're late. You missed the shoot arounds. It's over with."
He didn't even play though. I think he's hurt.
Nah.
Yeah, but you know who's a disappointment with Orlando? Markelle Fultz.
I knew, and it's so weird. But what happened to him? He came to us. He came with us, and like watching like his college tapes. Like I didn't want him. I didn't want him originally.
Yeah.
But it was whatever.
Yeah.
We ended up getting him. I'm like, okay, like I like how all Phillies fans do with any sports team. Like we start coming to like we start getting content with it. And we start like, oh, but look at the upside. He came in, didn't play, and then came back, and bro, it was like he was broken.
Yeah. See now, and let me just preface this now. Mental illness, mental health is a real thing.
That's a fact.
A real thing.
Very real.
But when I look at what happened to him versus Ben Simmons, I'm not saying Ben Simmons is lying. But what I will say is you can see like there was evidence that Markelle Fultz was dealing with something mentally.
Yeah, 100%. It was the strangest thing. It was like the strangest thing because like he's young.
Yeah.
Super young. It's like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
Like what did you go through?
Right.
And when it like translated on the court, it like his shot, like it looked like mechanically something wasn't right with him. Like shooting a free throw is like he's forcing it. Like it looked bad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened to this kid?
Bro, I don't even know, man.
Super young.
But like I said, like, and I think they said he was dealing with some stuff mentally.
Yeah.
But like it I guess in regards to the Ben Simmons comment, it presented differently in him than it did in Ben Simmons. You know, where it was kind of like with Ben Simmons, you didn't really know if he was dealing with it. Maybe he was, but not to the same degree as Markelle Fultz.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like, man, like, dude, you really are going through something right now. Like, what's going on? You know? So I think, I don't know, man. I just really feel like, even watching him last night, bro, he had some, layups, wide open layups that he blew.
Smoking them. And
like,
I seen that when
off
he played
the back
us.
of the rim. And I was just like, yo.
You were a top pick at one point.
Yeah,
like,
man.
what happened? Like, it's a sad case for him, man. And I pray for the dude because, you don't want to ever see somebody go down. But
nah, never that.
This fact, especially the way he's going down.
Yeah.
Because like, it's such a weird case with him, and I feel bad. And, of course, whenever he plays this, I'm always going to boo at him and say, this is the real Markelle. But At the end of the
Right.
day, mental health is a real thing.
Yeah,
And these
100%.
players are human at the end of the
Yeah.
day. But it's
Kinda
just
wanna
such a sad case
kinda
for
wanna
him.
touch on that one day,
What?
like mental health and athletes.
That's a fact. I believe it, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you get into that type of money and when you get put on a platform, especially if like you're a known figure, like you that's the reason why I give LeBron so much credit because he had all the reasons not to be great.
Right.
And the fact, coming where he's coming from, Akron, Ohio, his mother, like single mother and whatnot, like and just like the environment he grew up in and all that pressure that he had as a young kid coming out of high
Yeah.
school, even with the shoe deal with Nike, getting drafted straight to the NBA, like there's so much pressure for him to crumble. And the fact that
Oh, facts.
he's taken that pressure and made diamonds out of it, it's like and he still deals with hate to this day.
To
And it's
this
like the
day.
numbers are there,
To this
the
day.
accolades are there. And it's like so many people want this guy to fail. And it's
Right.
like, he's not gonna fail. Like
Right.
he could retire right now. And he's gonna go down as he's obviously gonna go down as one of the greatest.
Oh, hands down. Hands down.
You could have, old folks or even young folks talk crap and be like, he sucked this, that, and the third. But it's like, bro, he has so much adversity put against him and he
Right.
succeeded. And
He's the anomaly of
And-
his
exactly.
generation.
and his brain is so wired to not crumble that a lot of people's brains aren't like that. And
That's for real.
and then you got things outside of the sport, like you get into the bag now. You got family to feed. You got people hitting you up like, yo, let me get some bread, this, that, and the third. And it's like these kids deal with so much pressure, and like Instagram and social media and whatnot doesn't make it any better.
Nah, not at all.
When you got somebody behind a computer typing what they want to type,
Twitter fingers.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, bro, like yeah,
Or people in the news telling you shut up and dribble.
yeah, it's like, bro, those words hold weight. And it's so weird when I see people say things and comment things like that. It's like you couldn't keep that in your head. Like,
Nah.
what made you feel so bold enough to type it? Because if that person was in your face,
You ain't gonna say
you
it.
ain't saying. You probably get punched in your
You ain't
mouth.
gonna say it. Hands down.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
So,
was laughing earlier when you said to this day. Thought about that Deontay Wilder clip.
oh my gosh, bro.
to this day.
But
To this day.
it's like it's sick, bro. And like these young kids got so much pressure on them now, and it really mental health has been. And I'm happy that mental health gets talked about more often because
Yeah.
you go to the doctor to see for your physical health. Your mental health is just as important.
Just as important, if not
Um,
more important.
Exactly. Your mind is super strong.
Yeah.
You can make yourself sick, like by just simply start thinking about it.
Oh, facts.
And it's like these young kids, man. They got so much weight on their shoulders, and like
Yeah. And then the pressures of social, like you said, social media
Yeah.
now. Like social media wasn't as big, I mean, I ain't that much older than you.
yeah,
but-
100%. But you can see like the
Yeah.
transition from like MySpace, like
Bro, that's all we had.
MySpace, AOL, like things like that. Like that was social
Bro,
media.
that's all we had was MySpace.
Yeah,
bro.
and then you start transitioning to Facebook, Instagram. Instagram wasn't what it was before either. Like we've
Right.
seen that, and you got TikTok, you had Vine, you got all these things where like
Snapchat now.
Snapchat, like so many ways people could access somebody and like make an influence on their life. And it's
Yeah.
like, bro, like when you sitting at that grand stage at the end of the day, NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, whatever it is, like, bro, somebody's always got something to say, and it ain't always
Always.
positive.
All facts.
And it ain't always positive. And some kids and some people can't deal with, even
Yeah.
grown men, they can't deal with that. And
That's real.
it's a shame, man. It's a shame. I pray for these people, man, because we just look at them as athletes, and
Yeah.
I get caught in it too. Like I get caught in it sometimes. Like I'd be like, oh, this dude sucks, blah blah blah, this and the third. But like, you don't know what they going through outside the
Yeah.
court, bro. You just see the product that they put on the court and
That's
whatnot.
facts.
But it's sad, man. I pray for those people, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll probably double back on that for real.
100%.
That's a topic in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
But
Back to the playoffs.
yeah, like I got Phoenix and Memphis Western Conference Finals. That's my pick,
Who you got coming out of that? I got Phoenix.
bro.
I got Phoenix.
I believe Memphis is 18-2 without Ja Morant.
That's scary.
Ja Morant's coming back. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be honest, yo.
is yo.
I don't know, man. Phoenix has only, I believe, if I'm correct, I believe Phoenix is 18-2 without Ja Morant in the last 20 games.
Bro, when the playoffs started, man.
I don't know, bro. All I know is
Imagine they get swept first round. I'd be sick.
I don't know, man. I'm riding with Memphis. I think I might.
So you
ride
got
with,
Memphis coming out of everything.
I think I'm gonna put. I think
You
I'm
sleeping
gonna go
on Golden
with Memphis.
State? I think Curry's done for the regular season, but I think he's coming back for playoffs.
Bro, I gotta go with Memphis, man.
I can't sleep on Golden State.
I gotta go. I think because Memphis has that, and it's not just one player; it's the entire team.
That it factor about them.
They got that it factor, man. Like they got that, bro. It's us against the
And
world.
they're
You know what I'm
young,
saying?
bro. They're young.
It's us against the world. We ain't got nothing to lose. Like the way them boys play, you can tell they play like they ain't got nothing to lose, bro. So I don't know, man. I think Memphis is coming in with that, bro. We just gonna play our game. We just gonna play. Like we gonna have fun, and like what do we got to lose? Like what do we got to lose?
That's a fact.
Like that Ja Morant changed that franchise, bro.
And like how fast that progression went. First year he was doing his thing, but like that second year jump, it's third year or second year still.
I think third.
Time is flying.
I think it's third because he played in the All-Star game, so I think it's his third year.
So like, bro, like the progression, like the leap that he took, it's like, bro, this kid is serious. I see D Rose in him every time I see him play,
bro.
And I hope I pray to God he stays healthy because he will end up being probably my favorite player. Because like I just love that play style, like that. Go get it. Like I think basketball is like one of the most, like I think sports in general is like primal, but basketball is like that one sport where you just like, there's a goal right here. I gotta go get that. I gotta get this bucket, and there's gonna be somebody that's trying to stop me.
100%.
And when I see him play, it's like, bro, he thinks nothing could stop him.
Nothing.
And he plays at full speed constantly.
Constant.
And I think that's the beautiful thing about watching him play. I just pray to God that he doesn't get injured.
Yeah, I pray he don't get injured either, man. I pray he stays healthy.
Yeah. Because I think you said it before, like if he stays consistent and healthy, like he's gonna be the face of the league. And I double back on that, and I think about it, and I'm like, if I compare him to D Rose, and I think D Rose could have been the face of the league, you got a point. I agree.
I'm telling you, man, if he can stay healthy, and if he develops a consistent jump shot, if that man can sustain this level of play, I don't even know how old this kid is, man.
Young, bro. I don't think he's much older than me. I'm 24.
Yeah, I think he's like early 20s.
Yeah.
If he can sustain that level of play into his early 30s, with a consistent jump shot, Ja Morant will be the face of the league. Bro.
Ja Morant, if by any chance you listen to this, take care of your body, bro.
Ja Morant will be the face of Ja. If you ever hear this podcast, okay,
take care of yourself,
hear
man.
Me when I say
invest.
I know Javante gonna listen to this, and he gonna be sitting here. I can see him now, clapping his hands, nodding his head like, yeah, I can see it now. Listen, I'm telling y'all now, Ja Morant, if he takes care of his body, stays healthy, and develops a consistent jump shot,
sky's the limit for him.
Darius Richardson said it, April 2nd, 2022.
Timestamp.
Ja Morant will be the face of the league. Period.
Hey man, I can't argue with that because you made a great point. You said
he will.
You made a great point. I can't knock it. I can't knock it at all. The kid he's special, man.
He's special, man. That kid, he is a special.
He was giving the Warriors work in that play-in, bro. He literally got them out of here.
He is a special talent, man.
And the thing is, when that play-in happened and it came down to that last second shot that he hit, like this, I think it was like a spin move, mid-range floater.
Yep.
He was not scared. You would have thought that he was taking that like he's been in the league for 10 years doing this.
He's not scared of the moment.
He took it and was like comfortable. He gave it to, it's Curry at the end. I mean, he's not the best defender.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say, he's still in the NBA.
Right.
And the kid, and he has years of experience over Ja. And the fact Ja looked at him and said, like, I'm going to give you this work. You're going to have to stop me.
Yeah.
He did it. And he got them out of here.
Telling you, man.
That was sick.
I'm telling you. He's going to be the face of the league,
That was sick. And I was rooting for Golden State to win that game.
Bro, I think that game, I just wanted to see a good game.
And it came down to
I was suspect. I ain't going to lie. I was a little suspect about the play-in.
But then once you watch that type of energy,
like,
bro.
Yo, this is actually.
Was it because the first game was Lakers and Golden State? Am I mistaken?
So, yeah, Golden State and L.A. played.
And then LeBron hit that crazy
and
three.
then I think Memphis played.
Who did they play?
They played.
Did they play Utah? No.
Nah, they played Utah in the first round.
Yeah, first round. I remember that. Yeah.
I don't know who they played before they played Golden State. So what happens is, 7 and 8 play.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of 7 and 8 automatically
Or in the playoffs.
in.
Yeah.
The loser plays the winner of the 9
the
and
9
10.
and 10, and then the 9. Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
how it went.
So I forgot who Memphis played, but Memphis won their game. I want to say it was Portland.
I think you might be right.
I want to say they played Portland,
I think you might be right.
but Memphis played. They won.
I think
LeBron-
Dame was hurt. Was Dame hurt?
I think so.
I was jogging my
think so.
memory.
Yeah, they played. I think it's Portland, but anyway, Memphis played. They won that game, and they played Golden State, and then he carried that team past Golden State. And I think he carried them to that one win they got in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. So that's why I don't know, man. I think Memphis. Nobody better sleep on Memphis. Golden State, Minnesota, who they got in the first round if the playoffs start today, and Phoenix if they get that far. Bro, Phoenix, don't sleep on Memphis. Man.
Utah's in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, if it starts today, they play Dallas.
They're what seed?
5th.
I think a lot of people. I don't think many people give Donovan Mitchell the credit that he deserves.
Nah.
I think he's severely underrated, and I think when you look at like Donovan Mitchell's been in the league longer than Ja, but like it's kind of the same play style.
Kind of.
Donovan Mitchell reminds me of D Wade.
Yep.
He reminds me of D Wade.
Which is why I think D Wade took that spot there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know why he's flying under the radar so much. Like
he's in Utah, man. That's why.
Yeah, but Utah's been in the playoffs for consistently for some years, and not just in the playoffs alone. Like they were top seeds. I think a couple years. I think 1 year they were like number 1.
But how often did Darren Williams get the respect he deserved?
Not often at all.
How often did AK-47 get the respect he deserved?
People forget about him. Was he on the list?
Nope. I don't think so. I don't even think Darren Williams was on the list, and I think that was just because he wasn't like, even though he was
banging on people. He was crossing. He was shifty, but he just wasn't that flashy.
Yeah,
and he flies under the radar too.
Yeah, I don't think he was like. I don't think he's 75 potential.
Nah, I don't think so either.
You know, but
he could have made it over the list over a couple people on there.
He could have. He could have. Even AK-47. I think AK-47, if he's not on there, which I don't think he is. I think he could have made that list too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but you got to think about like, man, Utah. Nobody really checking for Utah.
It's that market. Like it's like they're not that. They just don't have much draw to them. Like there's like when you think of Utah, like what do you think of? Like I don't think of nothing. Think of a mountain probably.
Well, I think of my 3 years there, which yeah.
And
anyway,
look at that. That in itself it speaks volume, and it's like
Utah's not. I will say Utah's not a bad city. Like Salt Lake City is beautiful. Like Utah is a beautiful state. Like if you into hiking and stuff like that, I tell you if that's what you into, go to Utah, bro. It's perfect for that.
Yeah,
the mountains, the scenery, it's gorgeous, man.
Yeah.
Even the people I met, like I got some homies that I still talk to. Matter of fact, Utah is the reason I played against Dame. You know what I'm saying? Utah is. I met C.J. Miles when C.J. Miles was playing in Utah. I met him out there. Actually, I met C.J. Miles. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh man,
I met
we're gonna double back on that eventually.
I met C.J. Miles out there. Man, Ty Corbin. He played his Tyrell Corbin played in the NBA. And his son plays overseas, played in the G League. I played with him a couple times because we had mutual friends.
Yeah.
My boys Nate, Vince, Cam, my boy Mike, my boy Reggie, Manson, all of them. They all hooped. And so whenever we would go hoop, he would be there and some other folk they met. Man, I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I miss anybody, you'll charge to my head, not my heart. I ain't talked to them boys like that in a minute, but, they still they know what it is. Like
Yeah,
if I pull up,
100%.
they know I'm gonna hit them up.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we would hoop, he would come through. You know, and so like Utah has some hoopers. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. 100%.
Because I think Gary Payton II, I think he played at Salt Lake Community College for a little bit.
Oh wow. Look at that.
So, yeah, Utah got some hoopers. But again, because it's Utah, it's like
Yeah, it's not like a big
they
city.
don't
It's not-
even get.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I know a young lady in Utah. Her son, he plays AAU out there. Nice.
Yeah.
Little man is nice. I've seen some footage she shared. Like little man is nice. But again, I think because it's Utah, he might not really get the shine that I think he deserves.
Like as suppose if he were to go to like a LA or like a
yeah,
even like a New York.
yeah,
Yeah, even to like the Trash Knicks, like
Right.
they still get playtime.
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think for kids, and I know we saw in the playoffs, but like
Yeah.
I think I think it's always the city and the state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like somebody in LA might get the shine because it's in LA, they ain't Cali.
Yeah.
You know, somebody in New York, we might hear about them because it's New York.
Mm-hmm. No
Even-
matter how bad they're
no
doing.
matter, no
yeah.
matter.
They'll still get that playtime.
They'll still get it. It's the same. It's like with football here in Florida.
Yeah.
You know, you gonna know, like yo, buddy down in Miami, is
Mm-hmm.
a dog on the field.
100%.
You know, and even basketball now is becoming like that too here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think it definitely depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
So, hopefully that changes, man. 'Cause like I said, Utah definitely got some hoopers.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's a family show. You hear the kids in the background.
yeah. If I hear somebody in the background, my wife just came downstairs with the boys.
Shout out to the boys, man. Beautiful
My boy.
family.
Big Z. Yeah, that's what his name is from now on.
Big Z?
Big Z.
I mean, after that cosign by Tove, you know what I'm saying? That boy
co-signed it. You respect my son.
They
It's Big Z.
as such. But I think going back, I'm not sleeping on Golden State. Not sleeping on Golden State. I'm not sleeping on Utah. I think Utah always seems to do what they got to do.
No, man. I really think Memphis. I think Memphis might pull a OKC this year, bro, and surprise everybody. I think they
possible.
can do it.
At the end of the day, any team can get got.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that would be the team to pull up, even though it wouldn't be considered an upset because they're a great team, but
yeah.
it would be like, whoa, these kids is coming
Oh,
to play.
hands down.
But
Hands down.
Phoenix got some dogs over there. That team is too complete.
I think Phoenix is obviously. I think they feel like they got some unfinished business, because of
Especially
last
how
year.
it went down. They definitely could have won that series.
But it was like they was up 2-0.
Yeah.
And I think was it 2-0?
They were up. They definitely were up. I think it was 2-0 or 2-1.
I think something like that.
I think
And
it was one. They won the first game, then they won, and then I think Phoenix won again. But it might have been 2-0. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me.
I thought it was 2-0, and
And
then
they just blew it.
Yeah,
it was 2-0. It was 2-0 because I was confident that CP was gonna get his first ring after game 2.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened. They just fell apart and
fell
crumbled.
apart, bro. Giannis is what happened.
Yeah.
So since we on Giannis,
East Coast
let's move to the East Coast. I think.
Sixers.
Well, we know you going there.
Sixers. I'm sorry.
I think y'all get Chicago.
You think?
Y'all should get Chicago. I don't see. I mean, I don't see y'all sweeping them, but I see Chicago maybe getting 1 or 2. But I still think y'all come out of that.
I think Chicago I don't know. Chicago, DeRozan playing on another level this year.
He is, however.
And he's efficiently scoring from mid range.
However,
What?
who else do they got? They got what?
They got Caruso.
Caruso. Who? He can get you.
The Lakers could
15.
use him.
He could get, bro. Don't get me started.
We didn't even talk about them.
Caruso may give you 15. You know, you got Lonzo. He's a lockdown. He's a defender. So
Zach.
you got Zach.
Zach is a dog.
He's a dog.
Is a dog.
What's old boy?
They got Vujicic.
Yeah. Vooch.
Lonzo's still hurt, right?
Yeah.
Will he be there for the playoffs?
I don't know. That's the thing. If he's there,
I think it'll be a good series.
yeah.
It'll be a good series.
I still think if it, again start today, I think y'all still come out. It's just the team that y'all got to play next,
That would be Brooklyn.
or Miami.
I'm not really worried about Miami.
Yeah.
Not really worried about Miami. Miami is
Come on, man.
they
PJ.
It's a physical team. They're a very physical team.
You got you got 2 champs down there in PJ Tucker and Kyle Lowry.
Come on, we really gonna talk about PJ being? I mean,
was he not a reason why they beat
I
Brooklyn
ain't gonna lie.
and Phoenix?
He started doing his thing towards the end of that, towards like midway through that series.
PJ got a mindset that
they had him playing center, I think,
yeah.
at one point. No, I think that was when he was with Houston, if I'm not
But
mistaken.
PJ mindset though, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
he bring that same mindset to Miami that he brought to Milwaukee when he got traded there.
Mm-hmm.
Miami, and I think he's got the same mindset as like Jimmy Butler does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what makes Jimmy Butler so great.
Mhm.
And I was so devastated when we got rid of him. And we kept Tobe, and I'm a fan of Tobe. But boy, I'd rather prefer Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
I'd rather we had paid that money to Jimmy, because Jimmy he's scrappy, and he's not afraid to take the shot when need be. But
I don't think he works with Embiid though.
that's exactly what I was about to say. I think, and that's the thing. That's going to scare me about when it comes down to James Harden and Embiid, because James Harden has to realize that's not his team. That's
Facts.
not
It's
his,
not.
He needs to take the back seat. He needs to learn to be the second option, because most of his career in Houston, he was. And I think that's part of the reason why it wasn't going to work in Brooklyn. You got 3 dominant ball handlers: KD, Kyrie, James. All used to being either the number one, aside from like probably Kyrie when he was with LeBron. But that's the reason why he left LeBron, because he didn't want to be in that shadow no more. I truly believe.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I hope that it doesn't get in his way when he's with us in Philly. I hope he realizes in the playoffs, do what you got to do. You're going to eat at the end of the day. You're James Harden.
Facts. Yeah.
But don't sacrifice Joel Embiid's play for your play. I think
Facts.
you need to feed off of, okay, he's getting double, let me eat.
Yeah.
I don't think you should just put the ball in your hands and continue to and try to dominate when it comes down to it.
No, I'm with you.
So
I'm with you.
I think, Miami is a physical team. That's the only thing that's probably going to get the edge on us, is that the physical aspect. Other than that, skill set, I think we match up fairly well. I'm scared of Brooklyn. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of scared of Brooklyn, just simply because of
That
KD.
two-headed monster.
And Kyrie can play now. That's kind of
They got
scary.
that two-headed monster over there, man.
That's kind of scary, bro.
The thing I would be concerned about is if let's just say none of this happened with Ben Simmons and he did play and was still traded.
That's scary.
And was still traded,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously James Harden wanted to be in Philly.
Yeah.
So
Sorry to cut you off, but I remember I read something that he said he was talking to KD about re-signing back. I think it was like one of the off seasons or whatnot, and then he did that to him. I think KD got some bad blood towards him right now.
Oh,
and he looking to kill if they meet up in the playoffs.
100%, bro. 100%. I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if the Ben Simmons situation doesn't happen, I still say he gets traded there. But Ben Simmons, like a healthy Ben Simmons,
he still could play defense, and that's big. That's big, and I think that's one of the key pieces they were missing too.
Yeah.
And they got some shooters in Seth.
Like they'll just put him. They'll just put Ben on James.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. I'm scared. I'm scared of Brooklyn. They don't let the seeding fool you.
Don't let it.
Don't let that. Them boys are still hungry out there.
They are.
They got something to prove, man.
Oh yeah, I think Boston is a sleeper though.
I'm not worried about Boston.
Well, no, I just think look the same. It's like Memphis, bro. Just look at how they've been playing lately.
No, Jason Tatum has been playing on a different level though.
They've been playing on a whole different level.
And
man.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes they do seem to have our number.
Mm-hmm.
Boston seems to have our number sometimes, and I don't like that.
I think at the end of the day, the East is like. I think at the end of the day, I think it'd either be Milwaukee and Brooklyn, or Milwaukee and Philly.
It's up for grabs.
Yeah,
I think
I just think Milwaukee, just because of their seeding, like again, if we start today, they play Cleveland
and they're reigning champs.
Yeah, they play Cleveland. That's a dub.
Yeah,
they coming out that series, and then even if between Boston and Toronto, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah,
they still come out that series.
I think Boston pulls it. I think it'll be an interesting series because just off the fact that they seem to know how to just get it done sometimes.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that they were a 5th seed. I'm not gonna lie. They're a 5th seed, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Boston, no, they third.
No. Toronto,
6.
6th seed. That's not bad seeding for a team that doesn't really have a star player. They just well organized.
I mean, if you consider Pascal Siakam a star.
I don't know.
I watched him play last night.
Yeah,
No.
he's okay. But he could do his thing.
He does his thing.
He can have moments where he could score, and
he does his
I
thing.
don't know.
That's
I think the East is up for grabs. I'm biased because I'm a Sixers fan. I got us coming out.
Yeah.
So
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. OG Anunoby, smooth.
yeah, smooth.
Anunoby and Precious, smooth.
But I'm scared of Brooklyn. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna talk heavy if they comes down to it. What's up?
Yo, he is going in.
He just be talking.
But man, listen, we'll double back when the playoffs start though.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We gonna see
It's
we still got a handful of games left, so the seeding isn't.
Set
I don't
in
think the
stone.
seeding is set in stone for some teams.
Yeah.
So we'll have to double back when they start, right before the playoffs start, and see who's playing who.
We'll see, man. But I don't know. Brooklyn's scary, man.
Yeah, man.
Especially because Kyrie could play now. And that's scary because Kyrie, he's a bucket.
Yeah.
You could talk as much crap about him as you want. He's still gonna get his.
He gonna get his. He gonna get his.
And you can't. And it's like you can't stop him.
Man.
You can't.
Oh my gosh. We'll see.
It's gonna be interesting times
is,
though.
man.
I'm excited.
But again, yo, we appreciate y'all as always.
Yup.
Stopping by the park, hanging with us, chopping it up.
Thanks for listening, man.
As y'all
Watching.
As y'all can tell, these conversations obviously happen off camera, off mic.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, and for those who didn't know, my UConn Huskies are playing for the national championship tomorrow.
Yeah, shout out to UConn, man.
Y'all already know what it is.
It's gonna be exciting to watch.
The guys play tonight.
Don't we got that UNC versus Duke tonight?
Yes.
Man,
Nova and
NCAA
Kansas too.
NCAA wrote that to happen, man. I watched that game against St. Peter's.
The seeding was set up for it to happen, bro.
Yeah, this is, bro. It's
The
they
seeding
wanted
was
it.
set up, especially because of it's Coach K's last run.
Mm-hmm.
B, the rivalry.
And it just so happened that this is the first time in history that they're meeting up.
Yeah.
And like, come on, bro. Like in this type of play in March Madness.
Yeah. Is he? Because I think it's always been like either one or I don't think both of them have. Yeah, both have never been in the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I get that. Like, obviously, it's either one or the other in the Final Four or the
Yeah.
championship game. But it's kind of like, of all the years for it to happen,
This is it.
This is the year.
I think they did.
Which I mean, honestly, I'm like, yo, you can't ask for a better ending to his career.
Yeah.
It's like, especially the way they got beat at home by
Mhm.
UNC.
I remember that.
You know,
I
they
remember.
go to UNC and bust them upside the head.
And they had this whole celebration.
Oh, yeah.
About Coach K.
UNC come down there and say, well,
Smacked
we
them up.
ain't forget what y'all did to us in our house, and smacked them
Don't
in
care
their
about
head.
no ceremony.
They was like, ceremony for who? Nah,
Smack them boys.
this is a funeral.
And that's exactly what it was. But now let's see who's gonna get their get back, man.
Man, listen, I still think Duke pulls it out, man. I think something shifted after that loss to UNC. I think something shifted in them boys' mind, man.
They gotta defend their coach honor, bro.
I think they pull it out. But the only thing I think prevents them from doing that is if they let the pressure get to them.
Yeah.
If they let the pressure of the moment get to them,
Because Duke got more pressure than UNC do.
yeah,
100%.
because they coach like UNC coach coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Coach K's done.
Coach K is done. Like, he's done. So, and I think for Coach K, even if they don't get to the championship game, or if they get there and lose the championship,
Yeah.
for him it's like, bro, like, I can't ask for a better way to go out.
I just beat my rival.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't ask for a better way to go out.
Yep.
You know, like even if they lose the night, like, you can't write a better like ending. Like, your last run, you make it to the Final Four.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not everybody can say that.
Yeah, shout out to the career that he had, man, because
Yeah.
that in itself is a resume, and
That man coached
that can't be
for
touched.
years.
Yeah,
Years.
you think of Duke, you think of him.
Right? Like,
So-
people, like, they mention all the players, and I'm like, yeah, they're cool, but when you think Duke, bro, you think Coach K.
Yeah,
Like, nobody's thinking,
bro, coached USA teams for mad long.
and then when you got players who, we just turned on Kansas and Nova.
Nova better pull it out, man.
Man, but that Kansas is solid, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Kansas is solid.
Yeah, they've always been solid though.
Now, you know what's surprised? Y'all, man, Nova, bruh, they stay flying under the radar.
And then we just start going crazy. And then we start getting popping around March. That's when people start talking about us.
Y'all stay flying under the radar just enough to stay relevant, just to stay in it. And then,
yep.
Like a couple years ago, I think y'all won. A few years ago. And I was like, bro.
I think it was 2016.
I was like, hold on, where did they come from, though? Like, I said, y'all weren't talking about these boys
It's a solid program we got going on over there, man.
Y'all do, man. I cannot lie.
Some respect on our name.
I can't lie, man.
But I'm excited. I'm excited for what these last couple games in March Madness got to hold for us. Because it is going to get exciting. Now this is around the time where, like, games start coming down to it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited, especially with the storyline going on. Even though I think that NCAA had that written out, it's still exciting to watch. It's still basketball. It's still a sport. I'm excited to watch that.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be good stuff.
But, again, we appreciate y'all sliding through the park.
Yes, come again.
We'll holler at y'all.
Yup. Thank you for coming to the park,
next week, man.
And get to watching episode 2 that came out. Get to watching that.
Watch it, listen, whatever.
Exactly. If you ain't watched episode 1, watch that or listen to it.
Yeah.
Spotify, Apple Music, or
Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts,
Yeah.
YouTube. You can watch it on there. Links are in the bio. Follow our TikTok, Park Legends Pod, or our Instagram, Park Legends Podcast.
Yeah. We're going to get busy on
it's all gonna be in the
IG,
description.
too. We're going to get busy on that IG. I know we got that one post up right now. We're going to get busy on that, John.
100%. We're going to start being more consistent with the content on there, more interactive, and especially during this season with March Madness going on. I think we threw on a poll the other day.
Yeah, so it's a poll, too. If you listen on Spotify for the next week, it's a poll about the NBA 75 list. So it's only available on Spotify. So if you listen to podcasts on Spotify, hop over there, hit up the poll for us, man. Let us know what you think about the list. Those who answered, who you was pulling for the Final Fours, appreciate y'all in the engagement,
100%, man.
That's
a lot.
Up, man. I see it's a lot of, honestly, it was really just Duke and UConn. To be completely honest, bro. That's all. That was it. So I think, I was like, man, some of y'all, I was like, I don't even know y'all, but I'm rocking with y'all, boy, because y'all picking who I pick.
Yeah.
And I got to, shout out to my homie Kayla. She's from Kansas, but she's like, yo, I got to rock with Duke because it's Coach K's last year, And the crazy thing is, like, Kansas is good. So I feel like, I think she'll be happy either way.
Yeah.
Whether Duke or Kansas pull it out. I think 100%. She'll be happy either way.
Yeah, man. Everybody want that Cinderella story, man. It's a beautiful ending.
Man. But like we said, man, we appreciate y'all as always. And that's another day at the park, man.
Yeah, man. Love, peace, and prayers to all you guys, man. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's on God. Told y'all to tell it, that boy, that's on God. Mama made me write 100 lines every time I lied when I was a child. Man. Probably should've kept writing lines. I ain't tell the truth till about 25. Ringed up around 29, and I thank God, cause the girl fine. But before her, I guess my watch broke. I couldn't tell.